It's time to take the Red Rocket out and see what we can see today. Go for a little drive. Soak in the Americana. My color scheme was already red, white, and blue. And that wasn't even on purpose for the 4th of July. So as this video is being made, it is July 4th, 2026 here in the good old US of A. And Fallout, as you know, is a very American themed franchise. This van is red, white, and blue. It's called the Red Rocket. I mean, that's literally in the national anthem. So it felt a little wrong not to make some kind of video today for everybody and just kind of get this van involved in the 4th of July somehow. So I figured I'd take a second to kind of show you the Red Rocket van in case this is your first visit to the channel or your first time seeing one of the videos I've made about this van. So here we go. This is her, a 1969 Dodge A108. Or a Chrysler A108. If I had my druthers, I'd put Chrysler on the front of that thing just for the theme. But the idea here is that this has been done up as though it were a Red Rocket service vehicle. Because I'm a nerd, and that seemed cool to me. But if you're watching this video, it probably seems kind of cool to you too, right? There we go, drive in, fly out. We've got some other cues. It wasn't running when I got it, but it didn't take much to get it going. She's got a few new parts, but mostly she has what she came with. And if we open up the driver's door here, we have our lucky Nuka Cola bottle cap keychain. We have our repair bobblehead. We have our custom steering wheel, extra fusion core just in case, and a few other kind of fun touches on the inside here. Nothing fancy though. You know, Volt Tech ID card, gotta have that for when you're getting into places. You never know, right? You never know when you'll find a handy vault to explore. And I've done some exploring in this thing. It's been so much fun. I hope everybody else has projects like this that get them excited too. So inside here, it's kind of accidentally red, white, and blue themed. But that works pretty well for the 4th of July. What could be a more American holiday, right? We got some cram. We've got always some nice cold Nuka Cola. A new addition to the van. This tin placard here, right next to my Nuka Cola. We have some, a Raider mask, some ammo boxes. They're really tool boxes. We got H&H tools, a military crate, the Red Rocket advertising. I'm going to add some more of that stuff. That's a lot of fun. First aid kits. And of course some Wasteland must-haves. And this wicker basket's just got some of those things that I need for road trips. Extra oil and so on and so forth. So there's the van, folks. Such as it is. Now under the doghouse there, which I haven't shown off in a bit, so maybe I'll even show you guys the motor. So as promised, here is the beating heart of the Red Rocket van. This is a 225 cubic inch slant 6. It's an inline 6-cylinder, but it's at a 30-degree angle. And they're pretty quirky motors in their own way, but I've really enjoyed working on this one. It's always managed to get me home even when stuff goes wrong. There's a brand new radiator, new water pump, new fuel pump, new alternator, new carburetor. She needed a few things when I got a hold of her. But I really do adore this old motor with about 1 billion miles on it. In fact, there's a bit of lore about this van I don't know if I've shared in any videos before. So, word was when I got a hold of this van that it spent most of its life hauling car parts for a hot rod shop. Offered up as proof was this place where a hoist used to be mounted. It's very custom. I won't go all the way under the car to show you, but it's a very sturdy place. There used to be a post coming up here with a hoist apparently for moving car parts in and out of these side doors. Supposedly this thing used to drive from Washington State to Montana every summer and just harvest roofs and hoods and things like that for a hot rod shop that would use them for chopping and channeling. And it's hard for me to imagine taking a road trip that epic in this van, because she doesn't like doing, I don't know, more than 60. That's kind of her, that's her top. So it's hard to imagine pulling the Montana trip. That would be a couple days just to get to and from. But hey, supposedly that's what she did, which is kind of cool lore. So yeah, that's the van, everybody. The footage you're going to see of the celebrations happened earlier today. I already took that, and I just kind of came out here to show you a little bit of the van. So we're gonna do a little time travel and go back in time to earlier today when I was checking out the festival that goes on in town, and just share a little bit of Americana, either for those people who are nostalgic for it or those people who have lived overseas and haven't really seen much of what happens in a typical town at the 4th of July. So come along with me for that. Hey everybody, I am at beautiful Lake Sacagawea in Longview, Washington, just checking out some of the 4th of July festivities. I've missed, parades and all kinds of crazy things, cardboard boat regattas. Crazy things have been going off today, but I'm still going to take a little lap around the place, see what's what. Maybe I can get you guys some, Americana. That's just kind of what I'm doing today, because what else are vans like this for, right? I'm not in the thick of things because finding parking is very hard right now. I would have had to get here the wee hours of the morning probably to get some kind of prime spot, and that just wasn't how today was going to go. But like I said, let's take a little look at what's going on and see if I can spot you anything cool. So the fireworks are going to be launched off of this island in the middle of this lake. Lake Sacagawea is really a chain of 4 different man-made lakes in the middle of town. But this is where the fireworks get set off, and that over there, that's where people watch them from. Let's go. Live music, there's some kind of dog show going on there. There was a boat race here in the lake. There's where the fireworks are going to be shot from. And all around the border of this particular section of the lake are different stands and stores and fair stuff, and we're just getting warmed up. It's only 2 p.m. This place is going to be packed by dark because the fireworks display that goes off here is, I don't know, 20 minutes long at a minimum, and it's pretty epic. I'm not going to stick around for that one. Sorry. Sorry, guys.
Me too. I'm actually kind of with a jacket.
Well, folks, we're back from walking around the lake. It was a real adventure, a sea of Americana and humanity, but I haven't gotten good at filming in crowds yet without feeling like a creeper, so I didn't do that, which is too bad. You guys would have seen some stuff. Speaking of which, look what we got. What do you think? It's a nice metal sign. Maybe right here, huh? Just tack it up right above the Nuka-Cola cooler, which has ice in it, by the way, because I'm a professional. Yeah, something like that. And then this one's just for my garage because, you know, old Mopar stuff. That's what I'm driving. If I could have found Christless stuff, oh man, yeah, in a second. But of course none of that's out there. If I want it, I'll probably have to commission it, you know. But hey, we have elephant ears, licorice, stuff like that. But I have a special treat for you. There is this place, a very special place, where we can watch the fireworks over, well, basically Nuka World. I will explain. There's a vantage point on a hill above the town I live in, which is a place that sometimes makes me think raiders have taken over. And you can see all the fireworks popping off at the same time from up on that hill, and it's like you push the button for the power plant in Nuka World. And I thought maybe I'd share that with everybody, since it might be cool for folks to see a real-life version of that play out in front of your very eyes. So my plan is to get this old girl up a very, very steep hill and be up there with her to observe the fireworks exploding over the town and remind everybody of the Nuka World scene. So we're driving through Longview, Washington right now. That's where I live. Recently there was a tragedy that claimed the lives of something like 11 workers at a paper processing mill here in the area. And I have to say that it's a serious tragedy, and it's really kind of rocked this town. It's a blue-collar town, and when, you know, hard-working people die because of greed, it's bad. But there's really nothing more fallout than some company trying to save a buck or two and just putting people's lives in danger like they're expendable. And that's what happened. A big tank of what's called white liquor basically erupted. It's this incredibly caustic stuff. And the tank that broke was the size of, I don't know, several buildings. And it just crushed everything under it, melted half the stuff under it, I'm pretty sure. So it's pretty nasty. Sadly, the world we live in is not that dissimilar from pre-war fallout right now, it feels like sometimes. Maybe that's why the series is so, I don't know, poignant, relevant. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention it. crossing now, as was featured in my Vault 13 video. It's really something, let me tell you. So we're here, folks, on the hill above Nuka World, and in about 40 minutes, somebody's going to push the button on the power plant, and we're going to see the whole place light up. Alright, to give you guys an idea, it's, well, let's see here, it's 30 minutes before the start of the official fireworks. But it sounds like thunder out here because there's so many people just lighting off their own fireworks all over the city. That's all people just spending their own money to fire off these fireworks on the 4th of July. And they're going to be going for a few hours like this all across this valley. And now we wait.